this very, very unique, not unique. Don't be stupid, Rollis. It's not unique. It's not unique. Because I told you I was gonna start bringing some bullshit to the show, right? Some bogus. I said I was gonna start bringing some like gossip, some chisme talks, some freaking Reddit stories. I saw this particular one on TikTok, and I was like, I need to start talking about it. It could have easily been from Reddit, but I was like, at least I'll have audio to it. It's basically this person calling in about her boyfriend, right? And obviously, I was like, sometimes el chisme está bien bueno, que lo quieres escuchar. And I'm like, ooh, let me get my opinion about this shit. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional whatsoever. I didn't take psychology to dictate terms to give an opinion, but I am a father, right? I've been in a relationship for 13 years, you know. I think I got to live experience, you know. I wasn't perfect in my marriage, you know. So does it look like I'm gonna be a hypocrite? You can take it however you want it. Sometimes in life, it's easy to give out and express your advice and opinion to someone than to apply it to yourself. So you have to roll with the punches. And if you're like, wow, ese güey es un pinche vale verga, él no hace los ejemplos que dice, él no se toma sus propias palabras. You can say that, or you can be like, why are you telling me this if you're fucking up? Hey, gladly I'll tell you. I fucked up my life, but that doesn't mean that you should fuck up yours. Sometimes we don't look our mistakes, but we see your mistakes. So we give you advice on what we're seeing. At the end, it looks like a hypocrite, but hey, para eso son los chismes, chingada madre, para que sacamos los vergazos y los putazos y que salga toda madre. Anyways, here we go.
Oh, gross. Is it your husband or just some dude? My boyfriend. We live together, but we're not married or engaged yet. How long? Tomorrow will be a year. Okay. All right, cool. And I'll try to be as objective as I can until you ask me about my thoughts about it. So, my boyfriend and I have been living together for almost a year now. And I have always done most of the cooking because I genuinely enjoy doing it, especially for him. He even claims that he can't boil water without setting off the smoke alarm, which apparently is something he is proud of, but I think it's stupid.
No stupid, pendejazo.
So 2 weeks ago, on the night of our anniversary, I made one of our favorite meals. And while we were eating, he had this look on his face, which I thought was weird, but I didn't bother to ask. He then says, "You know, I have been taking notes with your cooking, right?" I laughed, thinking he was joking, but then he said, "No, really, I made a presentation." I still thought he was joking until he got up, connected his laptop to the TV, and opened a PowerPoint titled "Improving Our Home Dining Experience." I was in disbelief as he went from slide to slide critiquing my dishes. One slide was titled "Too Much Garlic." Another was titled "More Salt, Less Sass." It was a lot of, One more was titled "Pasta Consistency." Coming from someone who can't boil water, I just sat there staring at the TV in utter disbelief. I told him if he had such detailed opinions, he should just cook for himself. Then he said it was all in good fun and he was just trying to help. I wasn't even laughing because it wasn't funny to me. I make all the food with love for him, and for him to stand there and repay me like that. Since then, he's been living off cereals and takeouts. It's been over 2 weeks now, and his mom has called me. She told me I am overreacting and it's not a big deal. Maybe she's right, cuz honestly, it's starting to feel like I am really overreacting. I just need a professional advice on this whole thing. My guy.
All right. So you heard it. You heard it straight from the girlfriend. Again, I'm not a professional. She's not asking me. She called a professional guy who's on the radio or podcast or YouTube. I don't know where he's at. This randomly popped into my thing because we like los chismes. And sometimes you need that little drama en tu pinche casa. You like that little drama en tu pinche vida. Pa' que te explotes de la vida y digas a la verga. If she ever runs into my channel, whoever you are, girlfriend who stopped cooking for her boyfriend because she thinks that she overreacted. Para empezar, ese güey está bien pendejo. ¿Cómo no vas a saber hervir el agua, güey? Again, how much of a fucking idiot do you have to be to not know how to boil water? And you're proud of it? Oh my God. That's one. Two, if you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to boil water, if you don't know anything about those things, what gives you the right to critique your girlfriend who's cooking for you? Yes, I am siding with the woman. Sorry, fellas. I don't give a fuck. I'm unbiased to this situation. And you have to think, you have to look at things, you have to look at things how they are. If you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to boil water, why the fuck would you tell that person how to cook? If you don't like how she cooks, start cooking yourself. Get your fucking hands dirty. Get yourself a fucking cookbook and start cooking. Don't cook in a PowerPoint presentation. Don't go cook to your mom and tell her, hey, Mom. You fucking learn yourself how to fucking cook. Instead of devaluing this woman who's just your girlfriend how to cook. How too much garlic. How too much pasta. Too much sauce. Too much frijoles. No mames, güey. Dude. This kind of like triggered me because I'm like, bro, you don't know how to cook. Why are you opening up your mouth? You don't know how to cook. And he's like, oh, I'm just trying to make things cute. No, fool. Your ego's talking. As for the girl, déjalo. Leave him. You don't share kids with him. You're not married. You're not engaged. You've only been together for a year. Yeah, maybe you do love him. But if he's already complaining about the cooking, woman, he's going to bring a lot more things into the table. Trust me. Or men, our egos get hurt a lot. Or sometimes our ego are too much. Our pride's too much. And sometimes we won't accept it. I don't know. I'm just talking for myself. Yeah, sometimes my ego can destroy many things. Sometimes my pride can destroy many things. So from an unbiased point of view, you have every right to not cook for him. Girl, you go ahead and cook your shit, girl. You go ahead and cook your shit and eat it for yourself. Let that motherfucker eat bologna sandwiches. Let that motherfucker eat cereal. Let that motherfucker eat takeouts. Let him waste his money. You continue to cook for yourself, woman. That's from an unprofessional guy telling you an advice on what to do in this situation. I hope I'm wrong when I say it's going to get better, but I don't know if it's going to get better. I don't know. I hope it does get better. But he's already complaining about food when he doesn't even know how to cook. What's next? And this is only the first year that you're living together. Maybe that was the first deficiency you see. Maybe there's more and this one finally caught you because it hurt your pride because, you want to cook for him. And then he tells you that you're not cooking good. I don't know. my honest opinion, wash your hands and leave. Unless you're already old and you're like in your 30s, late 30s, and you're like, fuck it, put up with it. But even then, like, I don't know. It's just to me, when it's just a boyfriend girlfriend relationship and there's nothing in the middle, and it's only like the first few years or like the first year, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because it's just gonna get worse. Unless you wanna perfectionize your cooking for him. What's next? What he's gonna say? Oh, you're cooking too perfect now. You're not cooking like my mother. And he's already bringing his mom into the table. He's bringing his fucking mom into the table. Say, hey, my girlfriend's not cooking for me, mom. That fool has mommy issues. That's what it is. That's my opinion. If you're doing it right, you're doing it a toda madre. You're doing it. Neta que te estás vendando un 100 por hacer eso. Be don't think you're overreacting. You're reacting the right way. Cause that's a sting to the heart. Cause you're cooking out of the heart, not because you're a good cook or you're a great cook. You knew how to cook. You started cooking for him, and then all of a sudden, he's talking shit on your food when he himself doesn't know how to boil water. It sucks to be in your shoes. That I can tell you. It sucks to be in your shoes. But there's always things to go around. And around this time is just be serious with them. You could always tell them, hey, I didn't like the fact that you did that PowerPoint when you yourself don't know how to cook. Either you lay low or continue buying stuff outside because I'm not going to change my way of cooking because you believe it has too much garlic. You can go the peaceful way and talk to him head on, straight up. And then speak your mind, speak your truth, speak your heart to him. And maybe he'll understand. Or you can go the petty route and just continue what you're doing. Because sometimes petty is good, but petty's bad for the heart. You guys got to remember that shit. Petty's not good for the heart. But anyways, people, what you guys think about the story? I liked it. Eso está bien pendejo. You guys have a good night, a good morning, and a good evening. A toda madre.